You hear the adhan, and for a moment, everything inside you pauses. There is a feeling, a quiet pull, like your heart is being called. You know it's time. You know exactly what you need to do. But instead of standing up, you sit there just for a few seconds more. That's what you tell yourself. Just a little longer. One more scroll, one more message, one more distraction, and then you'll pray. But those few seconds turn into minutes, and those minutes turn into delay. Again and again, until something slowly begins to change inside you. Salah doesn't feel the same anymore. It starts feeling heavy, not peaceful, not calming, just heavy. And that's the part that hurts the most. Because deep down, you care. You really do. You're not someone who wants to ignore Salah. You're not someone who doesn't believe. In fact, that's exactly why it bothers you. That's why you feel guilty. That's why after delaying it, there's this weight in your chest, this quiet discomfort that you can't explain to anyone. And sometimes you even start questioning yourself. What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why can't I just get up and pray? And slowly that question becomes heavier than the Salah itself. But what if the problem is not your Salah? And what if the problem is not you either? What if the real issue is something much deeper? Something you've been carrying for a long time without even realizing it. Because the truth is, you are not lazy. You are not careless. You are overwhelmed. Your mind is constantly running from one thought to another, from one worry to the next. Your day is filled with noise, scrolling, notifications, conversations, expectations. And even when you're sitting still, your mind it's tired. And when the adhan is called, you are being invited to leave all of that behind, to step into silence, to stand in front of Allah. But that shift from noise to silence, from distraction to presence, it doesn't feel easy anymore, because you've been living in noise for too long and your heart has slowly adapted to it. It has learned to find comfort in distraction. So now, when you stand in Salah and everything becomes quiet, it feels unfamiliar, almost uncomfortable. That's why your thoughts wander. That's why your focus breaks. That's why your body stands. But your heart struggles to stay. And over time, Salah begins to feel like something heavy. Not because it is heavy, but because your heart is tired. And tired hearts struggle to connect. But listen carefully. This doesn't mean your iman is gone. This doesn't mean you're a bad Muslim. It doesn't mean Allah is distant from you. It simply means you need to reconnect, gently, slowly, without pressure. Because forcing yourself will only make it heavier. But understanding yourself will make it easier. So start small. Don't aim for perfection. Don't try to fix everything overnight. Just begin with awareness. The next time you hear the adhan, don't jump up immediately. And don't ignore it either. Pause, just pause for a few seconds and say to yourself, this is Allah calling me. Not a task, not an obligation, an invitation. An invitation from the one who knows exactly what you're feeling, who understands your struggle even when no one else does. And then put your phone away, not forever, just for a few minutes. Give yourself that space. Stand up slowly. Walk towards your prayer. And when you begin, don't rush. Even if your focus isn't perfect, even if your thoughts still wander, stay. Just stay a little longer, especially in sujood, because that's the closest you are to Allah. And in that moment, you don't need perfect words. You don't need long du'as. Just speak from your heart. Tell Allah how you feel. Tell Him you're struggling. Tell Him it's hard. Because connection doesn't come from perfection. It comes from honesty. And slowly, something will begin to change. Not instantly, but gradually, your heart will soften. Your mind will slow down. And Salah will start feeling different again. Not heavy, but comforting. Not forced, but needed. Because you'll begin to realize something beautiful. Salah is not something you give to Allah. It is something Allah gives to you. A moment to pause, to breathe, to release everything you've been carrying, to remind yourself that you are not alone. So if you've been delaying, if you've been struggling, if you've been feeling that heaviness, don't hate yourself for it. Don't give up on yourself. And most importantly, don't walk away from Salah. Just come back. Even if it's slow, even if it's imperfect, even if it doesn't feel right yet. Because Allah is still calling you every single time. And maybe the reason you still feel something inside you, when you hear the adhan, is because your heart hasn't given up. It's just waiting for you to return.